That's where I was at this morning. I didn't know. I thought maybe I was human. I wasn't quite sure. I was on Earth. I'd heard that Earth has this time, which apparently, which apparently
Right.
they really believe in over there. Those Earthlings don't even go there. Seriously. So
Oh,
yeah. All right. So I'm
okay.
resetting the two Galaxy programs because they work better if they're shorter versions.
Okay, sure.
All right, so folks, and I'm gonna voice only because the Galaxies are now new shows. So, folks, we're talking with Sarah Anderson about her, what I will temporarily call her X39 business. And my audience knows I'm disabled and stuff. Okay, so we're talking three scenarios. We have a fictitious customer named Steve.
Right.
In one scenario, Steve is a regular old retail customer.
Correct.
He buys the X39 for $150, which is the
Correct.
retail price. And the person who is his supplier in the business, let's
It's a
say that was
$50
me,
commission.
gets a $50 commission. When do they get it? Like Steve buys, some companies like TikTok pay you 6 weeks after a purchase.
Oh, no. It's you get paid every week, so and I can't say I can
Same
tell you
week.
the
It
week
might be
ends
two
on
weeks.
Saturday night. You don't get it that next Monday. It's like the Monday following.
So
it's about a week and a half later.
not more than maybe 10 days. You get it paid within 10 days
Correct.
for that purchase. And will they pay
Correct.
you will they pay you on one purchase, or do they say, a lot of companies now are saying, well, you have to earn at least $500 before we'll pay.
Nope. You get paid on each purchase.
All right, each purchase, that's good.
However many purchases there were. So you don't get 8 different checks that
No,
week.
you get
They
one
add it
check
all
for
together
all
and you get that
purchases
total.
in that period. Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
So now we have Steve as a preferred customer, which means that Steve opted into autofill. Or
Auto ship, right?
all right. So
And
then we get what? 0 to
so
something.
then he gets the X39 for $100 instead of $150,
Right.
and then every month you get $20 for every time he gets his shipment of X39. You get $20.
So I'll get $20 a month for him doing that.
Right, because he's ordering once a month, and you
Okay.
get that for every Steve you have.
All right. Okay. So then, good. And then, okay. And this is, I'm not going to confuse myself with. All right. Now, if Steve decides, okay, I want to be a member, I want to be a business owner, how does that slowly tell us how that plays out?
Okay, and that's where it gets a little more confusing on my mind, because I've just never been in this world before this. So initially, you as Steve's supplier, we'll call you that. Sounds like we're doing a drug deal. As Steve's
Upline. I'm now his upline.
Upline. Okay, as his upline, we'll use the right term. As his upline, when he enrolls, then you get what they refer to as a product introductory bonus. And so you will get that. And then...
Well, how much is it?
That is now, I believe, 35.
So because Steve is going to send the company a check for $319, right?
Right.
To get in.
And that will also get him his patches for two months if he does the X39 and the Eon.
But he will send a check for $319, and that's him getting in. That's him getting in for 2 months.
Well, he'll be in forever, but that's him getting his first 2 months worth of patches.
Well, it keeps him active for 2 months.
It keeps him active for 2 months. That's correct. Now, after that, if he does not reorder, then he will be inactive, but he doesn't get kicked out. To become active again, he makes another purchase.
Another $3.19 per 2 months.
No, no. I mean, it could be that, yes, but it'll be. It doesn't have to be that. So it can be one X39 and one Eon every month, or it can be he can buy a bigger, more quantity.
Let's go with the minimum. What is the minimum that he could buy to stay an active owner?
Active is one X39 a month.
Which is how much?
I'm checking. Is 110 volume per month. I'm reading because they've also changed it.
Yeah.
110 generated minimum 110 per 2 months. I would say. I know here I'm being kind of confusing. I would say to be on the safe side, do an X39 and an Eon every month. And he will stay active and be able to get all of the commissions and everything that he may earn.
So how much is that X39 and Eon per month?
$150.
Okay, and he buys that per month. He doesn't do the $3.19 for 2 months.
Right. Now they do have some packages.
Some what?
The $3.19 is a package. So they have a package, and then you can buy that one, and that's a little bit better deal. Then they have another package, and that's a little bit better deal than just straight up buying them wholesale. And then they have another package. So there are different packages you can buy if you choose to. And if Steve decides, okay, I'm going to initially buy the core, which is $295 plus the tax and shipping, then you, as his upline, would get $35 as the product introductory bonus. Then next, in a couple of months, he wants to buy some more patches. Then he would, I think it's $265, I believe. He would get another 2 months of each, and then you would get another $35 product introductory bonus. If straight out of the gate, Steve says, I want more than 2 months worth, I want to buy, I want to pay $535, then you get a $75 product introductory bonus, but he also gets more products. He could get the equivalent of 6 X39, or he can divide that into X39 and Eon together, depending on what he wants to do.
All right. Well, I think we know the remuneration part. Give us some of the. I mean, don't go too crazy, but give us some of the benefits of, in addition to the money, you're getting a client, you're a retail, you get something for it, you the owner. We as owners get what else? Do we get like a weekly online booster meeting, or do we get emails, or what do we get what are the most common things we get?
You get emails pretty much weekly just from the company. Now, they don't inundate you and ruin your inbox.
Well, it's kind of like updates and stuff, yeah.
You get updates. You get, they have monthly trainings. Every Wednesday they have a training. It's either on the product or on the business.
Okay, so how long is the training? And
it's an hour long.
And what time of day is it?
Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. All right.
And
then,
so one Wednesday you will get product training. The following Wednesday you would get business training. Then the next week it goes back.
so it's product
that's
business. It's a toggle switch. Product business.
correct.
Product business.
Correct.
All
So
right.
those are every Wednesdays.
Okay.
Then you get you're up. There are trainings every day, basically. If you wanted to get on a training every day,
For
you
a certain
could.
level, I mean, for
No,
uplines
no,
only, or
no. Anybody.
do the trainings go to a YouTube that could be looked at later?
Yes. The vast majority of them, yes. There are some trainings they'll do specifically
Live
for a
only.
certain group.
Live only.
And, but 90+% of them are available online for later viewing.
All right. And then do you have a sense? I know you haven't been in these MLMs too often, but do you have a sense of what the upline structure looks like? I mean, you'd be my
Yeah.
upline. I'm their upline.
Yeah.
Can you say anything
In
about
terms of-
structure?
So currently, and again, they're working on changing it.
Yeah,
and that's a whole
these
other
companies
conversation.
will every few years change
So-
everything, which is code for we reduce your percentages and we increase the number of points you have to do. And
Except actually, that's not what they're doing. They are. They're trying to make it more equitable for people who are just starting out, so that they actually earn more, so that there's more,
they're encouraged to
encouragement
stay.
there.
Yeah. So tell
So,
me about whatever
you
you
start out
know
as
about the upline structure so far.
So you start out as a brand partner if you want to do the
So the
business. You
first
start out as a-
level business owner is called a brand partner.
Correct. And you are always a brand partner, but it's what level you are. And then if you you can become a manager.
If you get
That's
five brand partners or something,
four basically, 4 brand partners.
you become
it's a
a
binary
sales
system.
manager. It's called.
It's just called manager. And that's if you have, it's a binary system, so you have 2 people on your left to purchase that initial $300 thing, and then 2 people on your right. Then you have that, then you are a manager.
Okay.
And then, after being a manager, then you become a director.
That's with 5
And a
managers or something.
A director is you have a director is you have a manager on your left and a manager on your right.
Okay, you're using this right and left. What does that mean, right and left?
So in some companies, apparently, you have a bunch of different people all the way out. You have to build your business. This is you have 2 lines of business, basically.
Okay.
And you put people on one line, they call it legs, on one leg or on
But
the
you
other
you
leg.
only have 2 legs.
Right, you have 2 legs, correct. And you build those 2 legs.
Okay,
No,
because
you can build
some
more
companies
if you want to.
used to allow like an unlimited number of legs.
You can have an unlimited number of legs, but you can do that. But the system is devised to build deeply rather than widely. So I could have you, I could have Steve, I could have John, I could have Paul, and they're all directly underneath me. And you and Steve do nothing with it, but Paul and John want to build like crazy, so
Right.
they're building. But then you decide you want to also, so I can have more, as many people wide as I want, but I only need 2.
Do you think the company thinks of it in terms of 2 legs, 2 legs, 2 legs?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So, okay, so that was manager, and then director. And then to move up from director, you have senior director.
Okay.
And that's more, that's a director on each side. So manager,
right.
you have just two people
Right.
on each side.
Right.
Director, you have two managers. Senior director, you have a director on each side.
Right.
Then you become an executive director, and that's more based on volume.
All right.
How much volume your team is earning
All right.
each week.
All right, good. So
And then you
then,
have presidential and senior presidential.
no, this is good, honey. We're getting some good overview stuff here. So, I'm glad I've been through this before. So now let's talk about pitches. When I was in Amway, we could buy very inexpensively. This was 20,000 years ago. We could buy little tapes. They weren't the 8-track, they were the littler ones. Motivational tapes, and I had a rule: I didn't start the car unless the tape was in the tape player. So we had tapes we could listen to that were motivational and such. Do you guys have anything online, or do you have somebody come over and shoot heroin into us, or how do you keep us motivated, or is it kind of like you could say the company's been around 20 years? They probably have developed some motivational system by now.
They have, though. There are also your uplines. If you have a good upline who plugs you into things, then that's helpful. Like my upline sends out a weekly email to everybody with everything that's going on, and then she has Zoom calls throughout the week that you can get on, and once a week there is a business training to get on, and then several times per week there are guest Zooms for people to invite their guests to learn about LifeWave and their products. So there are those, but then there are lots of the YouTubes out there that are all recorded so that you can put those on and listen. And that's what I generally do, whether I'm listening to the inventor talk about a product or whether I'm listening to one of the recorded business trainings or just listening to another business training by somebody else who is saying, hey, do these things, here's what I did, encouraging that way.
So when we're out there as a new brand partner promoting our business, do we have any video products that we can share with the public? Like, here's a video where
Yes.
John Smith, who used to be a neurosurgeon, talks about why he got in the business. And
yes, there are over 3,000 of those available.
And they're they're on YouTube, or where are they?
They're on YouTube. You can go and search and get, so like Dr. Stacy, Staci, DrStaci, on YouTube. She has her YouTube channel. All of her YouTubes where she interviews people are there. So you can look up like Dr. John Harmon or Don Harmon and John Verhulst. He's another doctor, and they will be talking either about their experience with it, why they got into it, or Dr. Marco, his last name escapes my brain. He's
it's nice that there are doctors there.
Yes.
Do we have the story? Do we have the origin story of the company and the original research and do we have the story about who started it and why? And
yes, and a lot of those are available. There's actually an app LifeWave InTouch app, and you can go on there. Like I could right now go on and I could send you a little video on there about how LifeWave got started, and you would get it in your email or your text.
How
and
much? Is there a purchase price for all that?
No.
That stuff is all free. There's a lot of companies make extra money doing that, to the point where people begin to think that, well, you're really just in the business of selling me these sales products rather than products.
No, LifeWave is actually, I'm really impressed with LifeWave and with the owner. I never thought that I would be involved with any kind of sales, or an MLM. I had never had experience with one, didn't think I wanted to, but I decided I wanted to share it when I saw how much it helped my husband in particular. So, but I've been really impressed with how they do things. Their heart is definitely more about taking care of people and helping people improve and get better than it is about money. And of course, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that every single person has that attitude, because, everybody is not the same.
Oh, don't worry.
There are some people that are different than others.
All right, so in terms of world coverage, what countries are we in or not in?
82 different countries. I cannot name them all.
No, but I could sell products in any one of those 82 countries.
Right.
I'm not restricted to certain regions of the world, or...
Those 82 countries is where you're restricted.
All right. Well, no. You're saying I'm not restricted inside those 82 countries. If I meet some guy from Mozambique and he wants to buy it, and Mozambique's on the list, then we're good.
Correct.
All right. I'm going to wrap this now, my dear.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been talking with Sarah Anderson, who has been an NP. Has been a nurse. Seems like this company, and what's the name of the company again?
LifeWave.
Okay.
LifeWave.
Seems like LifeWave does attract a lot of doctors and NPs, which I used to know what NP means.
Nurse practitioner.
There we go. I had a lovely nurse practitioner in the last county I lived in as my doctor, because the county couldn't afford another doctor. So, all right. So, folks, if you want to learn more, at this point, I would just say, Sarah, give us your contact information again. I don't remember. You might remind her that you came in through me so that I can curry favor for when I get in.
Absolutely. So my name is Sarah Anderson. My email is Sarah, SARA, at livelifewell.com. I will put it in the chat for you, Mark. livelifewell.com. That's easy to get me that way. If you want to text me, you can text me as well. My phone number is 813-766-4371.
Okay.
If you're gonna text me, text me who it is, what it's about. Because, we all get these random weird texts, your toll violations on the expressway.
Well,
but Sarah at livelife-well.com, and you have my phone number, and I'd be delighted to answer any questions. And please do mention that you heard this through Mark's website or podcast.
Okay, and then the other thing I'm going to say, just as something or other, I get pitches like this at this level. I mean, I know everybody thinks their company is the best company that ever got created, ever. But just so you know, I get pitches like this almost every single day, 6 days a week. At this level, where the person comes on and says, I gave birth to twins. They died in like 5 days, but I got this product and they came back to life, and they both grew up to be president of the United States and at the same time, and they both won the Nobel Prize, and it's all because I, signed up for this product. So just know, and everybody wants $300, $400, $500, $600, $800 to start. So please know, Sarah, as much as I care about you, that I'm under a lot of pressure yesterday, today, and tomorrow from everybody, whether it's Legal Shield or the other patches. There's other patches out there. People that sell cocaine in a can. Everybody wants me. It's an easy mark to come on my show for free, and they go, well, I'll turn this guy, so he'll use his podcast to make me some more money. So I like what you're doing. I like it better than most. I sure as hell don't have the 319. And if I can put it together to do it, I will. And if I can't, you're always welcome to come on the show. You're coming on tomorrow anyway, right?
Yes, I think we are.
So,
11 or 12, I don't know.
And think about, what you want to say, because these people will have seen this by tomorrow.
Okay.
By virtue of Samsung, not by virtue of Zoom. But they will have seen it. And so, in fact, they will have seen 2 shows, because I cut this up into 2 pieces on the Samsungs. So by tomorrow, tell us something more, that you've been in the business now for more than 4 minutes, so.
Yes, I have.
I like the fact that you were an MP, because the MP that I had in the last county was so delightful, and she was so much nicer than the doctors I have now in this county. So, All right, God bless you, honey.
All right, thank you.
Thanks for being on. We love you very much, and we'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow, okay?
Sounds great. All right.
God bless. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye.
Go ahead and sign off, honey, because I'm going to run the... Thank you. All right, folks. I think it's a good deal, but then, like I say, there's lots of stuff out there, so... Mm.